Hey everyone, it's Lindsay here. I am back with an all new series of EQ8 tutorials. This time we are going to go a little bit more in depth with block design and using the block library. We are also going to play with layout and borders. So right now this is probably going to be 5 different videos, and today we are going to work on block design. So to start, you want to open up your EQ8, and you can pause the video at any time to catch up or rewind. You can go at your own pace, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment and I will try to answer them as best I can. So we are going to design a quilt from scratch. We're going to click this and it's going to take us to the new quilt tab, and the default is the horizontal layout. But right now we need to design blocks to put in our quilt. So we're going to design one block, and then our other block we are going to import from the library. So for our first block, you're going to click on block work table. This is our quilt work table. Block work table is yellow. And it's going to take us to this screen. We are on the new block tab and we want to hit draw. And a couple of things I want to go over is your block width, height, and your snaps. So I personally like working with blocks that are 6 inches, 8 inches, 9 inches, and I start with them small and then I'll resize them when I'm working with my quilt. So the most common is the 6 inch. And to figure out how many snaps you need, so the snap just means these green dots. So I want them at every 1/4 inch because we work in 1/4 inches as quilters. So you times 6 times 4 because there's 4 quarters in an inch. 6 times 4 is 24, so we want 24 and 24. You want to make sure these two options are clicked. This is just so it snaps to your points. Okay, so now let's get started. My favorite tool on the easy draw block is the grid. As a quilter, you guys know that most blocks can be divided into like a 9 patch, a 4 patch, a 16 patch. It's really easy to divide blocks that way. So today we are going to draw an Ohio star. And I want to mention you could definitely go to the block library and find the Ohio star. But I wanted to teach you how to draw one so that you guys can see how to use the grid tool, and I think it's just it's awesome to use the block library. But if you want to use your creativity and design your very own block, then this is where you would do that. Okay, so we have our grid option highlighted, and we are working with an Ohio star block, which is broken up into a 9 patch. So we want 3 columns and 3 rows. And we know this is going to be the 9 squares that this makes, the 9 patches that this makes, will be even because 6 and 3 go into each other. If you wanted, let's say, a 16 patch, you could still make it. You would do a 4 and a 4, but it's not going to be, your snaps aren't going to be even. If you wanted a 16 patch, you would want an 8-inch block, like an 8 by 8, and then 32 by 32 snaps, if that makes sense. For today, we're going to do 3 by 3. You're going to start in the top left corner, and you're going to hold your mouse down and you're going to drag it to the bottom right corner. Whoops. Okay, I just had to zoom out so you guys could see. So that makes our 9 patches even. This is my favorite tool because, like I said, almost all blocks, for traditional blocks, you can divide into 9 patches, 4 patches, 16 patches, and so on. So I'm going to hit Add Project to Sketchbook. And the reason I'm doing that is because I need to save what I'm doing. So I'm going to put Ohio Star Block. Hit save. Okay, so I've saved that. Now we're going to add in our lines to make this an Ohio star. Click on your line tool, and an Ohio star is made out of quarter square triangles. So to do that, we're going to hold on the top left of the second block, drag it down to the bottom right, and do that on the opposite side and make a cross. So this is called a quarter square triangle. So we're going to do that on these patches. And that is an Ohio star block. So the creativity in me says, let's spice this block up a little. You can leave it as is, or you can do something in the middle here, which I'm going to add in a pinwheel. So a pinwheel, you start out dividing your block into 4, and I could have used the grid tool and done a 2x2 and done it that way, but I already had my line tool, and it, I could easily see my centers. So, and then to do a pinwheel, you need a diagonal line on both sides, and that creates a pinwheel. So we have an Ohio star and a pinwheel in the middle. So I'm going to hit my Add Block to Sketchbook, and that'll save our block, and we are going to go in and just quickly color it just so we can see how it looks. We will color our whole quilt in a later tutorial. So when I go over to color, it automatically populates these swatches. I'm going to right click and hit clear all unused swatches. I like a clean palette when it comes to fabrics, but I'm actually going to go over to colors, and we're just going to quickly color this. I'm going to scroll all the way to the end here and grab my white. I know my 4 corners are going to be white, and I know these pieces are going to be white, and then every other one in my pinwheel will be white. So I'm going to color those, and now I need to decide, I'm going to scroll out here, what color I want to do my Ohio star. And like I said, I'm just going to quickly color this. This is not how it's going to look at the end. I just want to see how it looks. So I'm going to grab like this tealish color in my Ohio star, my quarter square triangles, and then we need to put in, I'm going to grab a purple because purple and teal look really pretty together, and color my pinwheel. To color, you just, I guess I should have said this before, you just grab your paintbrush and click on the color and then hit where you want your color. If I wanted to do these purple, I could. Command Z undoes what you just did. I think that's really pretty. I'm going to add that to my sketchbook, but I want to show you this. Let's say what goes with those 2 colors. Let's just do a light gray just to show you. I could get fancy and do this part of my quarter square triangle and color it in. So then it's almost like a pinwheel within a diamond shape. Or I can leave it white. I think it's kind of cool this way. I'm going to save it. And you can always change this later. So right now I like where this is going. I like my pinwheel in the center. Let's say you're not a fan, then you can go here, view Project Sketchbook, go into blocks, and I've already drawn some blocks here. These won't be in your oh, I guess I didn't save it. So you can click on your block. It'll take you back here. I'm going to click my pick tool and I'm going to delete these lines. I'm going to save it like that. And then I'm going to color. So this is what it would look like without the pinwheel. If we did a purple center, did the gray around, let's see what it would look like without. Or if you want to go way modern, here it is all blue. I'm going to save that because that is pretty as well. So now I'm going to click on my View Project Sketchbook and I can see my block here with the pinwheel and my plain block. So I think that's all we're going to do today. Next time, for the next video, I'm going to show you how to import blocks from the block library, and we are going to look for a chain block that would look awesome with our Ohio star. So that'll be the next video. If you have any questions, comment below, and I will see you next time.